Do y'all know Pixel's Neighborhood? That one game made in 2015 where you run around and find secrets? Me and my cousin were randomly revisiting it for nostalgia, and I asked him, "You want to make a game?" No! He said yes. To be completely honest, we didn't even know what we wanted this game to be about. All we know is we wanted something similar to Pixel's Neighborhood, so we began making characters to populate our little neighborhood. I even began working on one of the houses, but this is our first Roblox game we ever tried making, so the builds aren't great. While I was working on the characters in the house, Gabe was working on a running and walking animation. We had been working for about 5 hours, but the animation would only work for either him or me. After looking at the developer's page, he told me to make a group. He uploaded the animations to the group, and finally the animations worked for the both of us. If you want real-time updates on our game, join a group. Weird time to plug it in, I know, but it's where we plan to upload our game. He finished up getting the animation to work around the time I had finished the first house, and from his reaction, you could tell he was really happy. I forgot to mention, but at this point in time, we had 3 characters, Carrie, Watson, and Cole. I decided to give this house to Cole and immediately started working on Carrie's house. I kind of hated Watson's design, but I didn't have much of a way to change it yet, so later on, I redesigned it. For Carrie's house, I went ahead and stole Cole's house, but changed the roof up to become an attic. Afterwards, I did the same but destroyed the roof and added a second floor. While making the house, I discovered a magical tool called the Align tool. I hadn't known about it before, so I kind of just eyeballed the builds this entire time. But once I figured out how it works, I immediately fell in love. Sadly, I kind of hated how Watson's house turned out, so I kind of just decided that in the future, before we release the game, I'll redo most of the houses since I'll actually have better building skills by then. While I was making the houses for everyone, Gabe had been making animations for all the characters. First, he did Cole. He spent about an hour trying to get him rocking in his rocking chair, but Moon Animator was being really frustrating with the rocking chair model we made. So for now, only Cole is rocking back and forth. Carrie, on the other hand, Gabe made a really good animation where he's just reading a book. After finishing those 2 up, he stole a dialogue system and took it apart to understand how it works. Now he can actually talk to everyone. We had agreed that on our map, we wanted 3 sections: the neighborhood, the forest, and the shopping district. I watched a short tutorial on how to hollow out shapes and did so to a cylinder. I imported an old forest pack I used when I was first trying to learn how to Roblox Studios last year. I also grabbed an old Roblox house which we plan on using an Easter egg later on. I took a break from all the building and decided to add a new character, Cold's wife. She has no name and I have no idea what to call her, so for now she's just Cold's wife. At this point, I began to work on the main house, the place where you will spawn in front of. I needed this place to be big, so I found a picture online and decided to base my design off of it. In the middle of making the main house, I found a plugin that lets me insert accessories from the marketplace. I redesigned Watson to something I like way more. I'm a huge Cyberpunk fan, so I took heavy inspiration from rocker boy Johnny Silverhand. I imagined the two having similar personalities. While I was sleeping, Gabe took the liberty of redesigning Watson's house to something better, so I plan on remaking it later on in the project in a similar fashion he did. By this point, me and Gabe finally started talking about story ideas since this is a mystery game. You go around and try to figure out a grand mystery. We still haven't come to an agreement on what we want to do, but by the next video I make, we should have a story picked out. And maybe I will share some of the stories I pitched to him, but sadly didn't make the cut. At this point of the project, I figured we made it far enough into the project that I could start making a video. So to end it off, we made something fun, a telephone booth. I know, super fun. It's honestly completely useless, but I wanted to add something silly to it, so when you make a phone call, this happens. You dial a friend's number, but then you remember, you don't have any friends. Stop calling us. They hung up. Nobody picks up. Honestly, I just about covered everything that we've done. The only way I think I can really end this video is just to show it recording me and Gabe did showing off the map and everything we've done. If you really watched to the end, I'd like to say thank you. Me and Gabe are working hard on this project, but I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed the day I post this video, so I'll try to work on this as soon as I feel up to it. If you notice how monotone my voice became in the middle of this video, I was trying to be quiet because I was recording voiceovers at 3 AM trying to finish this video fast. A little side note, I suck at voiceovers, so here's a little blooper for you. But it's where... oh my god. But it's where we plan to upload a game. He finished getting the animations to work around the time I had finished He finished up getting the animation to work around the time I had finished the first house.